Hello, good morning everyone. I'm Himanshu Gaikwad, a student of Srimati K.C. Gandhi English Medium High School. It's my honor to get an opportunity to speak on some interesting and important topics for the very occasion of India's 75th independence. Of course, it will be a very proud moment for us. Today I'm going to talk about self-sufficiency and self-reliant and sustainable India. What is self-sufficiency? Self-sufficiency is to maintain oneself without any external or outside aid. When it comes to nation self-sufficiency, it is not depending upon any other countries for its basic needs. Almost everyone are familiar with the concept Atmanirbhar Bharat. Atmanirbhar Bharat translates to Self-reliant India is a phrase given by our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. Atmanirbhar Bharat aims for India to play a larger role in the world economy and to be more efficient and competitive. With a large pool of highly educated and ambitious youngsters, India has an advantage in the number of startups and individual enterprises promoting indigenous talents. With a 130 billion population, India has a large consumer market. And due to today's world, due to the influence of technology, the domestic market and budding startup founders are supported. Can India achieve self-sufficiency in manufacturing? The answer is yes. India can achieve self-sufficiency in manufacturing. Let's talk about some rough cut numbers. The global manufacturing economy is estimated to be around $2.27 trillion. Comparing it with India's manufacturing economy is estimated to be around 2.7 trillion, $3.2 trillion. So, a sizable difference is seen. It will be opportunistic for India to aim for the global market. The self-sufficiency during the early 90s was aided by licensing system, which resulted in loss of competitiveness as a nation and low quality of products and service to the citizens. Self-sufficiency should be founded on the principle of world-class standards. Now let's move further and talk about economic factors. Everyone knows about Make in India concept. Make in India campaign has boosted the domestic market so much to such a level that, for example, let's talk about PPE kit. The PPE kit industry is a new industry which has grown to a certain level in just 2 months. It is estimated to be at 10,000 crores in just 2 months. It is an exemplary example of the Made in India campaign. It is a proud moment for us. This Make in India campaign has not only made India self-reliant, but a stronger economic nation. Let's move further and talk about my ideas, which I think can help India achieve self-reliance. India has got to stop the great brain drain. What is great brain drain? Many students, many people leave our country for a better lifestyle. Many go abroad to study and settle over there. I mean, there is nothing wrong with it, but the highly educated and intelligent brains are getting used up by other countries and not by India itself. This is what I find wrong. For example, Sundar Pichai. He's an IITian, but currently he's a CEO of Google and Alphabet Corporation. What I think is, if the education system is changed or it is made a little less competitive and little less complex, these guys can help India get a higher and stronger economy. My second idea is supporting budding startup founders. Entrepreneurs are our future. Entrepreneurs are the ones making a sustainable future for us. So, subsidies, schemes, and support should be given to them so that the trade and businesses go on easy between our country and the other country. Yeah, thank you.
Good morning, respected teacher and all my friends. I am Atmanirbhar Bharat from class 10C of Srimati Kantaman Chandural Gandhi English School. And today I am going to put forward my ideas that can make India a self-sufficient country. Every living being on this planet wants to be self-sufficient as an individual. But when it comes to our nation, we don't think much about it. In this era of globalization, all countries are linking. In this case, the definition of self-sufficiency has also changed. Self-sufficiency is different from self-centered. Also, India strongly believes in the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. India is a part of the world. If India progresses, it contributes to the progress of the world by doing so. Globalization will not be boycotted in this process. In order to make India a self-sufficient country, the number of industries in India should be increased. To do this, government should give concessions on raw materials these industries buy and should reduce the tax these factories pay. Government should give land to these companies so they can make a factory. They should get business loans with low interest rates so these factories can produce and sell more goods and make more revenue and contribute towards self-sufficiency of India. Also, government should make people realize that how important it is for India to be self-sufficient. If the people will realize this concept and contribute towards it, this mission will be a massive success. Also, we should support Make in India policy. Also, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi had already said in his speech that they will embed 5 I's in our economy. That is, induce intent, inclusion, investment, infrastructure and innovation. He will further stress on restricting imports and increasing exports, which is a big factor to make India self-sufficient. One more important factor is removing corruption. Corruption is pulling down India from the stairs of self-sufficiency. Therefore, we must take action against it. Also, we should encourage new upcoming technologies in fields such as artificial intelligence, astrology and astroscience. Besides these steps, we should always support the good policies that our government makes. Besides, we should not forget our language, culture, tradition in the race of self-sufficiency and development. In this race, and many will perish, whereas many will succeed. Thus, we should know that where our country stands and what desires for our nation. Thank you for listening me patiently. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Good morning. Today I am going to talk about how we as students can contribute to our countries. We may be small, but we can still contribute to our country's progress. We are children of India, are future citizens, and by doing our work, by learning a lesson, we can contribute to our country. Increase in literacy rate will surely increase our country's prosperity. By taking part in sport, exhibiting our talent, being aware and spreading awareness about things which are harmful, being healthy and keeping our surrounding clean, we can really help our society. Thank you for listening me patiently.
India is a developing country, but it is not counted in a developed country. So what efforts will we take to make our India to be counted in a developed country? Ideas that I have contributed to make our country to be counted in a developed country are: first, we should try to follow all the rules written in our Constitution Book of India. Rules should be followed for erasing corruption in India. A self-sufficient economy does not allow us to trade with other countries, as it can produce its own goods and services by natural resources available in the own country. The reason for what India is not a self-sufficient country are that it depends upon other countries for the goods like crude petroleum, coal briquettes, gold, petroleum gas, etc. These things are mainly imported by the countries like China, United States of America, United Arab Emirates, etc. The main reason for what India is also not self-sufficient is the biggest problem, that is poverty. These imports take a lot of money, and the corruption in India also is one of the reasons for what we have a problem in India for poverty. Do you know the poorest village in our India is Alirajpur district in Madhya Pradesh. There are 75% people poor in the village. There are some things in which our India is also very self-sufficient. India is self-sufficient in atomic energy, agriculture, medicines, etc. India is self-sufficient in medicines as it is also having a lot of knowledge in medicines. India was the first country to make an effective vaccine against the coronavirus. India can do anything as its power is the unity of the people. I know that every Indian wants to see the India a self-sufficient and a developed country. I will help in some way to develop the India. And I hope that the India will develop soon. Jai Hind.
Hey everyone, my name is Mohit Chawla. I am from 10th student studying at KC Gandhi English High School. I am going to deliver a speech in front of you on the topic ideas the student can contribute to make India self-sufficient. India is very back in terms of economy. The value of Indian rupee is very low. It is because of the increasing value of US dollar day by day and vice versa. The value of US dollar will be more than supply if a country imports more than export, which will cause an indigenous currency such as Indian rupee. The India's imports of goods and services, according to the percentage of GDP, is 20.96%, and the export of goods and services, as per the percentage of GDP, is 18.43%. So the students above 18 who have expertise in this sector can help India to increase goods and services exports, so the Indian rupee can become stronger. Students can also help in agricultural work of India. Students can grow crops which are imported in India on the daily basis, such as pulses, vegetable oil, fresh fruits, etc. Remember, self-sufficient country can only be achieved by having a lot of patience and determination. Thank you for listening to me peacefully and patiently.